Hello, I'm Julia, and today I'm going to talk about how I implement differentiated instruction in my 7th grade math class. I use the map test result as my strategy to implement differentiation in class. As you may know, the map test measures students' achievements and growth in math and other subjects, which provides us teachers with evidence to help target instructions for students. MAP scores are divided in 5 levels, as we can see here, which are low, low average, average, high average, and high. Once I receive student scores from the first MAP test of the year, I create the groups A to E, following their scores so that students are able to address their needs and performance in math class. So to implement the map level groups A to E in my class, I separate my class in 4 different parts. Most classes I work with Google Slides presentations since they are effective at attracting students' attention. First, we work with theory, which includes definitions, theorems, and concepts. Due to technological issues, students connect to their classmate to view our presentation. Students help me out with the readings of definitions and concepts. We discuss any doubts and they take notes of the new ideas and concepts. The second part of our class is working with examples. We work with several examples from the lesson throughout the class. First, students are presented with exercises and later with the explained solutions. This practice is guided and students may work together to find the final answers.
Okay, so we're going to work with example 1. It tells you an archer shoots 60 arrows at a target.
We read the examples out loud, we discuss the process to solve them, and students have time to try to figure out the final answers.
So, letter A tells you, write the ratio in 3 ways for the number of hits to the number of misses. Okay, so hits 44, misses is 16.
So it will be 44 over 16.
Very good. Simplify that, and then you write that in 3 different ways. Okay, so letter A, we're going to have 44
Over 16.
Simplify that, and for letter B, we have number of hits to the number of shots. So what will be our fraction?
44 over 16.
Very good. 44 over 60. Simplify that too and write it in 3 different forms. Okay, let me know when you're done.
After we discuss the process on how to solve the example on the board, students continue working on their piece of paper. They may discuss ideas with their peers or they ask me for help if needed. Then, some students solve the exercises on the board so that all class can check their answers.
Okay, checkpoint 2, you're gonna work with these 3 exercises, okay?
The third step in my class is working with checkpoint exercises. We use checkpoint exercises as exit cards. The idea of the checkpoint exercises is for students to work individually so that I can evaluate their progress. Once done with the exercises on their piece of paper, I have volunteers who solve the exercises on the board. All students then check the answers with a different color pen on their piece of paper before turning in their classworks. After this, if there are any questions or doubts left, students work with me on the board so that we can address them. The fourth and last part of my class is a guided practice. In this part of the class, students work according to their map levels and scores. I always try to vary the activities students work with as guided practice, but an activity I like to implement quite a lot is the playlist activity. In the playlist activity, as you can see, each group has a list of activities or assignments to work with. These activities are all set according to their map scores and levels. In this example, the first activity are book exercises. I choose the exercises for each group following the assignment guide from the Pre-Algebra Teacher's Edition book, as you can see, which already have the differentiating instruction for basic, average, and advanced course. The second activity is Delta Math, where exercises are randomized, allowing students multiple opportunities to get the practice and feedback they need. The third activity for some groups is an IXL link. Each group has an IXL link on the same topic following their RIT map scores. Another guided activity practice I like to use is a tic-tac-toe assignment, where students choose 3 activities in a row that they would like to work with, which includes book exercises, Delta Math, IXL, Ed puzzle videos, and questions.